Today we are going to make this diamond shape. First, let's drag in a rectangle. Hit R to get the rectangle tool and drag one out. If you haven't set up a stroke, hit Ctrl Shift F and then go to the stroke paint and hit this button. Now you get a outline around the object. Here at the toolbox, set the units to be pixels. Set the X to be 0 and the Y also to be 0. Set the width to be 65 and the height to be 87. We have to convert this into an object, into a path. To do that, go to path and hit object to path. Now when you click N, you get these 4 nodes. Click this bottom left node and while hitting Ctrl, move it to the left. And let's make the X to be like -50. Now click this bottom right node and then make this 180. Go to path effects and hit this plus mark and search for something called mirror symmetry. Now it's symmetrical down the vertical axis. Put a tick on this fuse path to remove the line down the middle. Okay, once we have done that, let's duplicate the object by hitting Ctrl D. You have another one. Let's remove the stroke paint by hitting this X mark. Let's change the color to something else. Okay, we can move it away as well for now. Let's bring it up towards it later. Hit B to get the pen tool and draw a shape like this where a line goes down the middle, not down the middle, but a line goes through the diamond shape, so the top 1/3 and the bottom 2/3 are divided into 2. Just create a shape like this. Now duplicate it by hitting duplicate this diamond shape by hitting Ctrl D again and select the shape we just created with the pen tool and hit Ctrl and asterisk. Okay, once that happens, what happens here is the intersection between the two objects become a separate object, and then we have an object like this. Let's change the color to something darker here, and let's hit N to get the node tool and move this line a bit so it's sort of like a wave shape here. Let's remove the stroke as well. Go to stroke paint and hit X. So yeah, now let's center these two together. Center these objects. Hit this object and hit the other one and hit Ctrl Shift A. Move it by hitting center on the vertical axis. So now the object has moved to the proper position. Cool. Now what you have to do is select the bottommost object and let's increase the path stroke a little bit. Again hit Ctrl Shift F, go to stroke style and make it thicker. Awesome. Now you can hit round join here to make this joint rounded. If it's like a corner like this, you can hit this to make it rounded. Now let's make the 2 stars. Hit the asterisk mark to get stars and polygon. Create a star like this by dragging it out. Okay, we'll have to set the configuration here. Set the number of corners to be 4, the spoke ratio to be 0.4 and rounded to be 0.05. You can get this exact star now. Change the color to something lighter like this. Move it here. Okay, let's size it up to be right. Duplicate it again by hitting Ctrl D and resize it. So yeah, we're done with it. See you.